Good morning, welcome back to online classes of analog communication. In today's class, we are going to see our next topic, or we can say the last topic of your fourth unit, that is nothing but image frequency and image frequency rejection ratio. So before we move on to the next topic, let's just revise what we have discussed in the last chapter. It was about your AGC. What is AGC? Automatic gain control. Correct? I hope everyone remembers what is automatic gain control or automatic voltage control. So it is a system by means of which overall gain of the receiver is varied automatically with the changing strength of the received signal. So to keep, why we are using this one? As to keep your output constant. So as to keep your output constant, what we are going to do? We are automatically strengthening up your signal. Okay. So there is different kinds of signals which will be changing, right? So the strengths of the signals will be varying, but according to strengths of the signals which will be varying, which are coming from the transmitter, that should not be affecting your output signal. Correct? So as to avoid that one, this AGC will be working. What it does, it will be strengthening up, it will be seeing the whichever the signal is varying, it is automatically strengthening up and boosting up the overall gain of the system, which in turns gives you subsequently constant output voltage. So this is how you will be getting. Correct? So that was about your AGC, right ma'am? I hope everyone remembers that one. Now we are going to see our next topic, that is your image frequency. First we will see what is image frequency and its mathematical expression. Then we will be going how we can go to reject that one, or how we have to go to improve that one, right? So image frequency is, first see what definition. Image frequency is an undesired input frequency which is equal to station frequency plus twice that of your input frequency or intermediate frequency, IF. So what it is? Image frequency is undesired frequency. Actually what is this one? Image frequency is actually undesired input frequency that will be occurring, and which is equals to your station frequency is nothing but your signal frequency or the message frequency or the modulated signal which is coming from the transmitter plus twice that of your intermediate frequency. Now this where we have come from the intermediate frequency. See, we are having two kinds of receiver. One is your tuned radio frequency receiver and super heterodyne receivers. So tuned radio frequency are having so many drawbacks of selectivity, and if you go for better, you are not having better selectivity, and poor sensitivity is also there. So all due to these drawbacks, we are going for the super heterodyne receivers. In super heterodyne receivers, what we are having a local oscillator plus a mixer, so which in turn gives you a intermediate frequency. So that intermediate frequency we require, which is once amplified can't be changed. So here what happens, image frequency is the one which will be having that it is twice that of your intermediate frequency. So if you are having the double of your intermediate frequency, what happens? It will be received by two different stations. Suppose you are one A is one transmitter and A1 is one receiver. So if frequency has been doubled, so next receiver is also ready to catch up the signal with that frequency. So this image frequency will be resulting in two stations being received the same signal at the same time, which will in turn produces the interference. So this is the drawback of your image frequency, which will be occurring in super heterodyne receivers. So this super heterodyne receivers, what you are having? The image frequency which is undesired input signal, which is equal to station frequency Fs plus twice that of your intermediate frequency, plus or minus, it depends. So due to this image frequency, what is resulting? Two stations will be receiving the same signal at the same time. So that will be producing the interference, and that interference, what happens, that will be, if you are having interference, your message signal can't be obtained properly. So that is the drawback of that one. So as to overcome that one, we are going for the image frequency rejection ratio. So before we move on to that one, we just see the mathematical part. So how we can write this mathematical part? So before that we'll see once again this. So this is your super heterodyne receivers. due to the word this heterodyne is nothing but mixing of two signals. Due to that one only we will be occurring this one. So this is the RF frequency that is occurred here, the input and message signal or the signal frequency. This is Fs, this is local oscillator frequency F0, and mixer which gives you a Fs plus F0, and here you will be getting the intermediate frequency, right? So this F0 is equals to Fs plus intermediate frequency, signal frequency plus intermediate frequency. So F0 is local oscillator frequency, Fs is your signal frequency, and If is your intermediate frequency. So here if you are going to find out what is the intermediate frequency, how will go? It is just the difference between your local oscillator frequency and the signal frequency, and this is the only one which is passed and amplified by the IF stage. So this is the only one signal which will be going to the IF stage, and that is only amplified. So if the image frequency, now if you consider the image frequency, what it happens, Fsi is equals to F0 plus your 2Fi. 2Fi is nothing but twice that of your intermediate frequency. So what happens here, it is somehow managing to reach the mixer. It is very hard to reach that particular mixer. Then this frequency will also produce the difference frequency when mixed with the local oscillator frequencies. So it is very difficult to reach your mixer. Here from it is we are having different frequencies, it is very difficult to reach the mixer, and when it is adding up with the local oscillator frequency, it will be producing the different signals, okay, which will be producing your different signals, and due to that one we are having different signals, right? So due to that one it leads to the interference and results in the two stations received simultaneously. Two receivers will be receiving simultaneously. So that is how we will be getting the interference, and that undesired frequency or the undesired one is called as your image frequency. Okay, well, I hope everyone is clear what is image frequency. It is nothing but the undesired frequency which is equal to the signal frequency plus twice that of your intermediate frequency. So as to avoid that unwanted frequency, we are going for our image frequency rejection ratio. See, the ability of the receiver to reject unwanted or interfered signal at the image frequency is measured, which is measured by image frequency rejection ratio. Okay, as to reject or as to measure that image frequency, we are using this image frequency rejection ratio. So it is always calculated in decibels. So it is the ratio of the output of the receiver from a signal at a received frequency to its output of an equivalent strength signal at the image frequency. I will repeat it once again. What actually it is the ratio of output of the receiver from a signal at the receiver. Whatever the transmitter has sent, that is the output, correct? So output of the receiver from a signal at the received frequency to its output of equivalent strength, which is very similar at the image frequency. So that is given as IFRR is equals to under root of 1 plus Q square plus rho square, where Q is representing the quality factor of your tuned circuit and rho is what you are having difference between the ratios of your signal frequency as well as the image frequency. What is your, whatever you have got, this is image frequency FSI and this is your signal frequency. It is the ratio or difference between the ratios of your signal frequency and your image frequencies. So this is how you will be getting your image frequency rejection ratio. As to find out or to measure the image frequency is nothing but your unwanted frequency or the interference signal. As to reject that one, we have to measure. How we are going to measure? We are using the image frequency rejection ratio, correct? So this is how you will be getting that one. Okay. So this image frequency rejection ratio, if the receiver has an RF stage, then there are two tuned circuits, both tuned to signal frequency, that is your Fs, and the rejection of each will be calculated by same formula and the total rejection will be product of 2. I hope you are clear. Again I will repeat. So how we are going to, suppose in case if you are having a RF stage, then there are two tuned circuits. We will be using two tuned circuits. both with the same frequency signal. Okay, whatever the signal frequency you have obtained, we will be using that one, and the rejection of each will be calculated with the same formula what we have used, what actually formula is, and then the total rejection will be product of these two tuned circuits. So the image rejection depends upon selectivity of RF amplifiers and tuned amplifiers and must be achieved before the intermediate frequency stage only, because once we are given for the intermediate frequency stage, what happens, we can't change that one, or which is only one which is not passed. Okay, so what happens, the intermediate frequency it will be giving the signal frequency and only one which is passed to the amplifier stage. Once it is given to the intermediate frequency, again we can't change. So whatever we want to do, the rejection part and all, that should be done before it is given to the image frequency part or the image frequency block. So the image rejection is dependent completely on the selectivity of your RF stage as well as a tuned frequency or tuned circuits. I'll show it over here. So this is your image frequency. So here, before we go to the image frequency, here at this end only we have to do all these rejection parts. You have to properly select your RF amplifiers and tuned circuits that we will be using over here. Then after removing your image frequencies, then you have to give it to your image frequency IF amplifiers, correct? So once the suppressed frequency or the unwanted frequency enters, suppress is nothing but the unwanted frequency that is entering the first IF amplifier, it becomes impossible to remove it from the wanted signal. Wanted signal is nothing but your message signal, original signal that has to be received at the output, correct? So if you are not removing your suppressed frequency or the unwanted frequency or the interference before that of your IF stage, then it is very difficult or it is impossible to remove your unwanted signal from the wanted signal. So this is how about your image frequency rejection ratio. Image frequency is that unwanted frequency, and image frequency rejection ratio is the measure or the ability to reject the unwanted or the interference signal, or it gives you the measure of that image frequency. Means how we have to calculate, and to how to calculate that one, by you have to use the proper RF stages and tuned circuits before that of your intermediate frequency blocks, because once it enters into the IF block, it is very impossible or difficult to remove the unwanted signal from the wanted signal. So the main agenda, it completely depends upon how image frequency will be removed. Means two factors. It is very important to select the RF amplifier and the tuned circuits, and that must be achieved before your IF stage itself, right? I hope you are clear with the IFRR, that is image frequency rejection ratio. Now the last topic we are going to see is your double spotting. So now see what is meant by your double spotting. See, double spotting is nothing but it occurs when a receiver picks the same station at the two near points on the receiver tuning dial. So what you are doing here, two receivers will be picking up the same points. So double spotting occurs when the receiver picks up the same station. I am the receiver. I am taking the same station at the two nearer points. One receiver I am getting from one transmitter, one more I am also getting from one more. So I will be picking up two at a point. So double spotting occurs when a receiver is picking up the same stations at the two near points of the receiver tuning dial. One point is desired location, what we actually get, what we actually want to get from, okay, transmitter 1 to receiver 1, okay, and other is called as suppress point. Suppress is nothing but your interfering or unwanted point. So double spotting is caused by poor front end selectivity or inadequate image frequency rejection. So now I think everyone is linked up with this image rejection and why we got this double spotting. What we have already said that for getting your image frequency is unwanted frequency. If this image frequency is not rejected properly, then due to that one we are getting this double spotting. Why we are getting this double spotting? Because we are not having the proper selectivity, as we have said previously, initially of this one, I have just said now. you have to select proper RF stage and tuned signal stage. If you are not having this proper RF and tuned signal stage, you will be getting unwanted frequency which will be entering into the IF stage, intermediate frequency stage, and after entering in the intermediate frequency stage, it is very difficult to get back your wanted state. So due to that one, what happens, that this double spotting will be occurring. So double spotting occurs when receiver picks up the same station at two near points on the receiver tuning dial. One is desired and other one is undesired, and this will be causing due to poor selectivity of your front end, and or what will say, if you are having the poor selectivity, good selectivity also, sometimes image rejection is not properly rejected. So due to that one only, due to that one also this double spotting occurs. So double spotting is very harmful because weak signals can be overshadowed by the reception of a nearly strong station at a suppressed location in the frequency spectrum. So this double spotting may be used to determine the intermediate frequency of an unknown receiver because the suppressed point on the dial is previously 2 times than that of your intermediate frequency below the correct receiver frequency. So I think it is a bit confusing. I'll repeat it once. Why it is harmful? Because it gives you weak signals, and that is what it is overshadowing. It is replicating the reception of the stronger station. A weaker station we are getting more, or the unwanted, the interfering signal is getting more because of the spectrum. We have got double signal, no, double frequency have got. So 2 points at the same station are tuned. This one is also tuned, this one is also tuned, because we are getting 2 IF, twice that of IF. If image frequency rejection is not proper, what actually image frequency is twice that of our intermediate frequency. We actually need only 700 kilohertz. Here we have to receive the station, but it has become double. No? So what happens? Its bandwidth has been increased up to here. So it is the receiver which is having here, it is also receiving. The receiver which is having here, it is also receiving the same. The signal. So due to this one, the weak signals, what original signal has to obtain here, it is going here. The weak signals will be occurring over here. So these all occurs because that of your image frequency rejection ratio. So we have to see properly that we have to see image frequency and had to be calculate or the measure the image frequency rejection ratio, and this all has to be done before your intermediate frequency stage itself, or else you maybe get a problem of double spotting. So overall, double spotting occurs when a receiver picks up the same station at the 2 near points on the receiver tuning dial, and this happens only when you are not having a proper selectivity or inadequate image frequency rejection ratio. So this was about your double spotting. I have given a small example for you. You can go through with this one. So next one is, I am showing a problem over here. Let's just practice that one. I will be giving one more problem as an assignment to you people also. So this is the problem. I'll just read it out. In a broadcast super heterodyne receivers having no RF amplifier, the loaded Q of the antenna, Q is nothing but the coupling factor of the antenna circuit at the same point or at the input of the mixer is 80. Okay. If image frequency is 2.5 megahertz and the intermediate frequency is 455 kilohertz, determine the signal frequency and image frequency rejection ratio. What you have to find out? Signal frequency Fs and image frequency rejection ratio we have to find. Okay. First write what is the given data you are having. Quality factor he has said we are having loaded quality factor as 80. Then you are having image frequency or FSI. Okay, interference frequency that is given as your 2.5 megahertz. Okay, you can make it as 250 kilohertz also. Then you are having intermediate frequency or the IF frequency is equals to 455 kilohertz. We have to find the signal frequency as well as the image frequency rejection ratio. What is the signal frequency formula? Fs is equals to Fs minus 2Fi. How we have got this one? See here. We have given here what is Fs. Fs is equals to Fs minus 2Fi or Fs plus 2Fi. Now we are here managing minus here over here. You have to find out the signal frequency. So it is nothing but a subtraction of your intermediate frequency and your image frequency, right? So this is your signal frequency Fs, that is equals to Fsi minus F2IF, twice that of your intermediate frequency. After calculating this one, we have to go for the image frequency rejection ratio, and the formula for that one is alpha, that is equals to, I have already given my IFRR, or in brackets alpha is equals to under root of 1 plus q square into rho square. Rho square is the difference between the ratios of your signal frequency to the image frequency. After calculating this one, substitute this in the formula, then you will be getting the image frequency rejection ratio. So this is how you can get the problems. I'll give one more problem assignment after some time. So I hope you are clear with the problems and the topics what we have discussed till now. So this is the complete your 4th unit about transmitters and receivers. There is a last unit called as noise that will be starting inshallah in the next class. So until that time, I'll winding up class here itself. In case of any doubts, please do let me know and watch the videos properly. Thank you.